The 2026 Royal Rumble is officially in the books, and I'm going to say it was very underwhelming. And this is coming from a guy, this was my first Royal Rumble ever. These are my first PLEs ever. I started watching WWE at SummerSlam, and here we are in 2026 on our road to WrestleMania. And I guess I don't know if I watched too many videos of what's happened in Royal Rumbles past. I don't know if I expected some different outcomes. But here we are. I felt like it was a little overwhelming, and we're going to start with our women's Royal Rumble, which I'm going to tell y'all right now, carried the entire PLE. And when I tell you that women's NXT roster is ready for the main roster, now I hope they keep them down there for a little bit, build them up a little bit more. There are some things they can go through and do that is going to make them absolute superstars on this main roster. I think Sol Ruka is going to move up soon, but we had Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, JC Jane, Kalani Jordan, and these are a lot of ladies that I haven't watched NXT. I'm not invested in NXT. I watched Monday Night Raw, I watched SmackDown, I watched all the PLEs. So these are really my first time seeing anyone, men's and women's, that come up from NXT. And I will remember each and every one of these names every time I see them on an NXT promo, if they ever move up to the main roster, because the performance they put on at the Royal Rumble was absolutely amazing. I think, did Sol Ruka get Iron Woman, or was it Lash Legend? One of them was in for like 40 minutes. It was absolutely insane. Sol Ruka's ready for the main roster. I hope eventually we get Lola Vice, JC Jane, Kalani Jordan. I feel like those are massive names that can come in and take over. I feel like the women's division is just so stacked right now. It's going to be hard to move up names like that, but it absolutely has to happen. Things we are going to see in the foreseeable future. Charlotte Flair eliminates Alexa Bliss. That happened, and I feel like it was building up to it. I just didn't know which one was going to get eliminated. We've been getting hint after hint after hint after hint that this tag team does not have much longer, and bringing them out at 1 and 2 is absolute cinema. They sat there, they joked like they were going to eliminate each other. They joked like they were going to wrestle. Are they going to do it? Or are they going to wait for the next person to come out? They do the little heart thing. And it just all builds up to this moment where Charlotte Flair accidentally eliminates Alexa Bliss, but accidentally is still going to lead to controversy, to breakups, to what is going to happen. This women's tag team division is absolutely stacked. And you do nothing but add more people to it because you have the Bella Twins come back. Some of these teams are going to have to split to make room for some more of these women tag teams that need to eat in the future to help build up future stars. I feel like Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have done their run. I feel like it's time to move on. I feel like both of these ladies can have great runs in the solo scene, especially Alexa Bliss. If you build up like a rivalry between like Alexa Bliss and like Liv Morgan, or Alexa Bliss and Io Sky, like I feel like there's a lot of potential for Alexa Bliss to take that next step. Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair. She's going to be okay in the solos. She's going to be okay in the tag team division. I think there is a lot of opportunity for Alexa Bliss to take that next step. My next one, Kairi Sane eliminates Asuka, and then Kairi Sane is shortly as well eliminated, and there is a feud at the bottom of the stage. Asuka picks her up by her hair, looks at her, starts screaming at her, as Asuka does. And I've been saying for weeks now, Kairi Sane is going to break off and become her own entity. And I think this is going to happen on the road to WrestleMania. I'm still not sure who is going to be holding that women's belt at WrestleMania. Is it going to be Stephanie VanEur? She did just beat Raquel Rodriguez last night, who I thought would be holding the belt. It could also, with Liv Morgan winning the Rumble, be Rhea Ripley. I can see Rhea Ripley and Io Sky going their separate ways. I don't know if there's going to be a feud that is going to do that. I don't know what is going to split them apart, if they're just mutually going to do it because Rhea wants to go for that solo title. I can see when Rio breaks up, we see Kairi Sane and Io Sky, which Io Sky doesn't have to be in the tag team. She's one of the probably the most over person in the women's division next to Rhea Ripley. I mean, she's going to get a pop no matter what. Babyface, heel, have her do a heel turn. Could be insane. I do think Io Sky and Kairi Sane are going to team up. I think it is going to be the two that broke off from Asuka. Now, I don't know if Asuka is going to get potentially another person under her belt that she's going to abuse and just this and that. I don't know if she's going to stay in the women's tag team division or if she's going to go off and do her own thing. There's potential. Maybe Kairi Sane goes off and does her own thing. I don't know. One thing I do know is I think the Kairi Sane and Asuka era is over. Next, we have the Bella Twins come out. They're going to be joining the tag team division. Thank you, God, because if I had to see Nikki Bella feud with Stephanie Van Kier one more time, I was going to go to creative myself and start writing the story because I am so over that. And one thing I'm mad about is Raquel Rodriguez losing against Stephanie Van Kier. Like, I feel like we need to move the belt. We're starting to build a little bit of, I thought so. Liv Morgan eliminating Raquel Rodriguez. We knew it was coming. I didn't know if it was going to be Liv eliminating Raquel or if it was going to be Liv eliminating Roxanne. One thing I knew for sure, Liv Morgan was winning that Royal Rumble. And what's crazy is all of these other ones are like accidents, like Charlotte Flair eliminating Alexa Bliss, accident. Kairi Sane eliminating Asuka, accident. Liv Morgan just straight threw Raquel Rodriguez over the rope, no hesitation, knew she had to get her out of there. And then they come out on Monday Night Raw and it's all okay. Dom comes back. Liv Morgan says, that's my sister. Like, she knows we all want a seat at the table. She has her title shot right now. This was my opportunity to get my title shot. I don't know if they're going to turn Liv Morgan heel or babyface. I don't know if they're going to keep her as a heel. She looks absolutely nuts. I think the heel Liv Morgan is absolutely the way to go. You have Roxanne Perez come out and try to help during Raquel Rodriguez title match along with Liv Morgan. And it looks like the tension, everyone is trying to break them apart except them. So my prediction was we were going to get Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the main title at WrestleMania. Apparently not happening. You would have had Raquel Rodriguez, I think, win the belt last night. So now I don't know what's going to happen. Liv and Stephanie Van Kier, maybe. That's the way you keep Liv heel. If it would have been Raquel Rodriguez, you would have had to turn Liv babyface. I don't think Raquel Rodriguez would be a good babyface. And my next guess is eventually, like I said earlier, Rhea Ripley goes and gets that belt, and you have Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley for the title at WrestleMania. And that really concludes our Women's Royal Rumble. Let me know what you would rate the Women's Royal Rumble on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going an 8. I think it was great. And they looked like Power Rangers. Massive W. Next we have, let's talk about AJ Styles and Gunther. And if you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, you have lost your mind because the way Gunther came out to AJ Styles music doing the whole thing, villain. Like, if I could put him up there with Gunther is a top 5 villain of all time. And I'm not talking WWE, I'm talking, he's up there with Joker. He's up there with, Lord, name 5 like villains in the entire universe. Gunther is up there. And it was a good match. I didn't think AJ Styles was actually retiring. I thought someone was gonna come out, someone was gonna cost, we were gonna get this long paved road to WrestleMania, which would have been nice to see AJ Styles in, but no, AJ Styles, he didn't technically lay the gloves down. He looked like he was gonna put him down, put it back on. I think he's gonna go back to, was he from TNA or AEW? One of the two, do his little run there for his last year, and then he's officially going to retire over there where he came from, where he made a massive name for himself. Gunther, if y'all didn't see that man holding Dragon Lee over the rope last night, dangling him there in a headlock, oh my good Lord. I don't know what's next. I don't know who he could feud with next. I don't know if he's just going to run through the entire roster. You do not have Gunther lose a match until WrestleMania. And if you have him against someone like Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, keep it going. Have him retire Brock Lesnar, even though I do want to say Obafemi against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania would be an absolute I just don't know what's next for Gunther. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could go. Just please God, don't have him lose. Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn really kind of went how I thought it was going to go. Drew McIntyre is probably going to carry that title all the way to WrestleMania, where we are going to have a fatal four-way: Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. Am I missing someone? I might take out Sami Zayn for Jacob Fatu, but I don't know what's going to happen. I know as a fact, Elimination Chamber at this point, and if they keep doing my boy LA Knight dirty, I'm gonna have something to say about it. At this point, I think Randy Orton's probably winning Elimination Chamber, or Sami Zayn. I don't know if Jacob Fatu storyline-wise does fit into the Fatal 4-Way. I just don't know if they're going to continue to keep Jacob Fatu in the storyline. Good Lord, I hope I would love Jacob Fatu in the Fatal 4-Way over Sami Zayn. I'm just keeping it real. I think Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, what's his name? Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton are probably the Fatal 4-Way, but Jacob Fatu being in there is my call. That is what's going to be the main event, or one of the main fights at WrestleMania. We did find out our main event at WrestleMania is going to be Seth Rollins and CM Punk, who cut a beautiful, beautiful promo last night. But let's talk about the Men's Royal Rumble. Coming out at 1 and 2, at number 1, Obafemi. And I don't know how many more times we got to see the domination before we sign him somewhere on the main roster. I mean, the fact that we are out here in Saudi Arabia and Obafemi comes out and everyone's doing the whole Oba chant. He goes in there, and then you have waiting for Braun Breaker to get down, and we have a masked man appear. He goes out there, he curb stomps Braun Breaker, which was one of the most massive moments of the entire Royal Rumble. I have 5 predictions on who this is. I'm going to run through them real quick. 1, LA Knight, who did come out on Monday Night Raw and has been getting his revenge since he came back. He threw out Bronson Reed at the Royal Rumble. I think he threw out either Logan Paul or I forget the other, Austin Theory. He threw both of them out. He comes out the next night on Monday Night Raw, 2 nights later, and he hits Bronson Reed with a chair. He hits Austin Theory with a chair, or Logan Paul, whichever one it was. He runs out. They tell Braun Breaker wants a match with him. They tell him he's out of the building. He comes out and does it again. He comes out at the end and does it again against Bronson Reed. LA Knight could absolutely be the masked man whose one sole thing before his heel turn is going to be taking out the division. And I think he could be working with Seth Rollins. I think he could still be working with Austin Theory. My next one, which everyone says it was Logan Paul, because you can kind of see the facial hair. Because Logan Paul, if you look back, has been beat up, brutalized, and battered by the Vision and has been taunted. And I feel like he is outgrowing his place in the division. I think Logan Paul really can go do his own thing. Logan Paul could have been the masked man. Seth Rollins, maybe insinuating his comeback. Another one that I thought was hilarious, people were saying it was Adam Pearce. If it comes out that it was Adam Pearce, I can't even be mad. That would be beyond hilarious and absolutely amazing. I would love to see it. And last but not least, Grayson Waller. And for those of y'all that don't know who Grayson Waller is, don't worry, I didn't either until I did some research. He's the white guy with the New Day that does absolutely nothing. The deeper look into it, he used to be Austin Theory's tag team partner. I don't know if this is him getting revenge on Austin Theory. I don't know if maybe Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are going to break off when Austin Theory reveals he's been working with Seth Rollins the whole time. And we're going to have our new version of the Vision with Grayson Waller, with Seth Rollins, and with Austin Theory. Could be absolute cinema. Set me up. Braun Breaker, Austin Theory, WrestleMania 2027. Could be an absolute movie. I actually have just convinced myself that is exactly who it is. Grayson Waller was the masked man. That's the breakup that's going to happen. We are going to get a new Vision. Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, lock me in. Oba goes out there and absolutely, complete turn. Obafemi goes out there and absolutely dominates the men's Royal Rumble, putting absolute B2A on everyone that walks down that ramp for like 7 people. One person comes in, eliminated. Another person comes in, eliminated, and starts giving absolute belt. And then what he did on Monday Night Raw when he comes out, I think he went against the War Raiders. It was supposed to be like a tag team match. And Obafemi just goes out there and just decimates both gentlemen and just leaves. Like 30 seconds, belt to ass, back out of the stadium. I don't know what roster they're going to sign him to. I'm begging. It is Monday Night Raw. That is a guy. This is the guy either of the rosters need. Probably SmackDown a little bit more. I do like his feud he had going with Drew McIntyre. I would like to see Obafemi and Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. I would love to see Obafemi. Who else? Someone big, a dog. Just a dog. Obafemi definitely deserves to be at WrestleMania. I'm 100% on it with it being him against Brock Lesnar. If it's not Gunther against Brock Lesnar, maybe it's Obafemi against Gunther. I don't know. It could be absolutely insane. The sky is the roof for, if y'all have never heard that saying, it'll make sense when you look up. The sky is the roof for Obafemi. Next, we have L.A. Knight. Oh, my bad. L.A. Knight. Yeah. His return to the ring at the Royal Rumble was absolutely disrespectful. I love what they're doing with it. Monday Night Raw made me feel a little bit better about it, but to bring LA Knight back and have him go in there, eliminate Bronson Reed, eliminate Austin Theory or Logan Paul, whichever one it was, and then just get eliminated, it was just kind of, meh. I feel like if you bring a guy like LA Knight back at the Rumble, he should probably win the Rumble, but he didn't. And now what's even worse, he can't win Elimination Chamber. My thought is, and this has been my thought for a few weeks now, I really never thought he was going to win the Royal Rumble. I didn't even think he was going to win Elimination Chamber. I think LA Knight is going to win the Money in the Bank, which is going to be amazing if that happens. Dear God, Lord have mercy, we need LA Knight with a title ASAP. Other things that went down, Jey Uso yeets his way to the ring. The entire, like, the next time he gets in the ring, the next person's being announced. And they're running it back. Oh, and off camera, they are eliminating Brock Lesnar. Now, I know I'm new to this, but something tells me you probably shouldn't eliminate Brock Lesnar while someone's running back their entrance, someone else is walking down the ramp, and Brock Lesnar's just getting taken out by LA Knight and Cody Rhodes. Y'all let me know, am I losing my mind, or is that something that blew y'all's mind as well? Because that was absolutely insane to me. But thus, in the end, our official winners of both Royal Rumbles, Liv Morgan, I absolutely love it. The feuds are going to be amazing. Roman Reigns, my problem is absolutely a part-timer. We're going to see him wrestle maybe once, maybe twice on the road to Mania. We already saw him come out last night and feud with CM Punk and tell him, you are going to be the one I am fighting at WrestleMania. And if you have not seen the promo they cut, chef's kiss, because what is hilarious about that, CM Punk goes out there, calls him a part-timer without calling him a part-timer, and Roman Reigns has to remind him, hey, you took 10 years off. You took a 10-year vacation. I'm the one that let you back. I'm the one they came to and asked if you could come back to this organization. So you don't sit here and tell me I haven't put my time in because you're playing catch up. Mic drop. It was insane. What do they call it? A pipe bomb? It was amazing. That was our that was our Royal Rumble 2026 review. If I was going to give it a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. Maybe a 6. I'm going to go with a 6. The Women's Royal Rumble absolutely carried. I was kind of upset Roman Reigns won. The 2 mid-matches, predictable. They were good. They were amazing wrestling, amazing storyline, just predictable. And I feel like something like the Royal Rumble just shouldn't be predictable. That's all I have for y'all. You let me know what you would rate the Royal Rumble on a scale of 1 to 10 down in the comments. Who is your favorite entrance? Who is your favorite elimination? Don't forget, like and follow.